Hi, I'm Caterina, and at 30, I decided to start an art academy. I want to bring you with me my artistic journey and to share my progress, but mostly my thoughts around the weeks passing. I hope there is someone like me who's doing the same journey, something similar, or thinking about doing it, so we can share our experience, our thoughts, and create a community where we can talk about this. If you're interested and want to support me, like this video and subscribe to my channel. This first video is going to be a little bit longer than the other ones, but I really want to present myself. But just in case you want to see the vlog, I put the little index in the description, so just skip to the vlog directly. I've always been quite an artistic person, however, I've never given space to this side of my personality. The first time I approached visual arts was when at 8 my uncle gifted me an old camera, which I loved since the first moment, and then at 14 my mom gifted me a reflex, which I always had in my bag with me. That was when iPhones were still not doing pictures as they do now, and so on. However, I've never thought about doing artistic studies, maybe because I was influenced by the people around me, but also by society, and always thinking that you cannot live with art, you do not eat with art. And that's why, unfortunately, I've never pursued this kind of studies, and I abandoned a little bit this passion of mine. In university, I studied international relations and business management, and then I started a career in corporate as I was seeing everyone doing this kind of path, never wondering if it was the right thing for me. I worked in marketing first, which I really enjoyed it, and I found creativity there a little bit, and then I did something more commercial related. It was in November 2023, during a holiday in Manchester, that I passed by an art tools store, and despite we have many of those in Milan, that one, I don't know what it had, but I had to enter in it. And it was like entering Narnia. I don't know what happened to me, but it was like I've never seen art tools before, and I really wanted to buy everything. However, I thought in my head, why? You're not able to do anything artistic, so leave this idea. And that's what I did. I spent 30 minutes in that shop and then I went away. However, the day after, still in Manchester during that trip, I passed in front of a store called Sausage and Green. It's a kind of flying tiger store, however the artistic section is much bigger, I would say. It was in that store that I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy acrylics, some brushes, and I don't think I spent more than 15 euros for that. But that was a nice opportunity to try them out, and I would say that it was from those days that I'm super obsessed with art, because from them, artistic thoughts have never abandoned me. I've always, every day, thought of art in some kind of way. I thought of creating art, and it was during that month, November 2023, that I also did a drawing course here in Milan. However, with work, with time never being enough, I couldn't say I managed to follow this passion a lot. And also, I'm a very pragmatic person, and I always need to know the foundation, the basics, the theory behind what I'm doing. So for me, it's very difficult to try something without knowing how to do it. So that was something that blocked me a lot at the beginning. And now we get to the present. I have been lucky enough to be able to take some sabbatical months. And that's why I decided to dedicate them to an art academy. So to give breath to all the obsession that I had within me, but that I couldn't express enough. The academy that I'm attending, it's a private academy, and it's a really practical one. Every day we practice. There's no theory apart from the one that teachers give you when they correct you while you're drawing or you're painting. I attend the academy from Monday till Thursday from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And every 2 Fridays we go to museums and teachers guide us throughout the works that are present at the exhibition. On Monday and Tuesday, we draw. On Wednesday and Thursday, we paint. There are always 2 or 3 teachers that go around the class and look at what we do and correct us and guide us through our artistic progress. My goals for this academy. Well, first of all, I really want to practice something that I didn't have time to do before and that I really want to do now. So obviously I want to improve a lot and have the right basics and foundations to be able to express myself as I wish I could. Secondly, I really want to meet people who I can talk about art and feel understood and share my thoughts and my doubts. I would also really want to get to know the artistic world and how it works. Thirdly, I would love to find my own style. I know some months are probably not enough, but for sure they will help me to understand what I like, what I don't like, why I could express myself in one way more than another. So probably I won't find my style in these few months, but maybe they will help me to put me in the right path to do it. Well, I think I told you everything, so now let's go to the vlog of my first week in the academy. It's Sunday the 23rd of February and I just finished preparing my bag because tomorrow it's gonna be my first day at an art academy where I'm gonna learn to draw, to paint in oil. And I can't wait, I'm so excited. I'm super excited for this new journey that's waiting for me. Fingers crossed! Day 1, check. I'm very happy. It went really well. I came home inspired and I want to do more and more. I'm looking forward for tomorrow and I guess that's a good sign. What we did today was in the morning, I started copying some images from Bridgman. I guess that was useful for the teacher to get to know where I'm at proportions, at coping, at sketching and so on. So that went pretty well, I would say. I was confident, but then in the afternoon we sketched from live and it was my first time. It was challenging seeing people around me who were doing amazing sketches. What I started thinking was like, okay, it's my first day, it's not their first day. They've been there for a while, so I'm there to learn, I'm there to improve, I'm there to progress, otherwise I wouldn't be there. So I'm trying to cheer myself up with this thought. Although it was frustrating, it was a bit like going down to earth. During these 2.5 hours on sketching from a model, we also did a composition class. So basically what we did was that we randomly placed each other in the room and we had to pick a point of view where we had to sketch what we were seeing. So that was to practice composition and do a little bit of composition studying. So that was pretty interesting. I'm very curious to learn more about that. I'm very looking forward to read more about that, to sketch more, to practice more than anything, I would say. Day 2 went well, I would say better than yesterday mood-wise, in the sense that yesterday obviously I was super excited, but as I was saying, it was a really humbling experience as well, so maybe I came home a little bit frustrated by the fact that I really feel like a bad artist compared to other people who were in class. Well, today I had the chance to talk a little bit more with them, and actually the thing that I really appreciated was the fact that they were all very nice with me. They reassured me saying that I'm at a good level for considering it's only my second day, and that
all of them have gone through that. So I mean, I know it's obvious, but it's nice to hear that by other artists that work with you. I love the fact that there wasn't a competitive environment, but instead everyone was very nice. Actually, during breaks, people just go around and look at what other people did. They actually compliment a lot each other, so it's very encouraging and not competitive in this sense, from at least from what I saw today. It was really nice because I felt really reassured and not judged at all, which I think it's something that I really need right now, and that every artist that goes through their beginner phase needs. I feel much more calm and focused on my work, I would say. Also, there was a new teacher today. It was Alex Folla, which is also an artist himself, and I really appreciated talking with him. He gave me a little bit his view on art in general. He gave me some feedback. I really enjoyed it. Like, it was very structured in his methods and his points of view, and you could really see a little bit his bohemian attitude as an artist, and that was interesting to see, interesting to talk to. It really gave me that academy vibe that I was looking forward to meet. I would be supposed to be in the academy tomorrow as well, but the academy will be closed tomorrow for a private event, so only for tomorrow I won't be going, so I'll see you on Thursday. Since there was no academy today, I spent the morning doing some quick sketches. These in particular are from the video by Vale Sutela channel. In the evening, instead, I went out for a pizza with a friend. Day 4. Today I painted with oils for the first time. I was so excited to try them, and actually they didn't disappoint my expectations. I really love them. I love their texture. I love how smooth they are. I love their versatility, how well they can be mixed also after a while. Although I had some difficulties and I still need to understand well how much oil to mix them with and how to properly use them. I guess that will come with time. The exercises they made me do today were a value scale starting from a burnt sienna, then starting from burnt sienna mixed with blue, so it would be a colder value scale, and then Naples yellow, I think it's called in English. That was preparatory exercise to get to know the material, and then they made me do the classical exercise of the spheres, where I had some difficulties, I could say, because the first one, actually, I put too much oil into it, so I had to redo it. I couldn't say I'm totally satisfied with it, but I guess I could exercise at home this weekend, especially because next time I'm gonna touch oils again is gonna be almost in a week, because next time it's gonna be next Wednesday. Also, one thing about oils is that I keep smelling the oil, linseed oil, still now, and that's probably because I've got a cold, and probably I touched my napkin with my hands which had oil in it, so I must have oil in my nostrils right now, which is so annoying because I keep smelling it everywhere and I'm getting crazy, really. Day 5 of this amazing first week. I look like the Bacchino Malato of Caravaggio, and that's because I caught a bad cold, which is making me feeling a bit sick. But apart from that, like today we went to a museum, to Palazzo Reale, to see the exhibition of Felice Casorati, which used to be an artist in the first part of the 20th century. And I really enjoyed the exhibition, mostly thanks to the explanations of Maurizio, who is our teacher. He managed to explain us a lot of Casorati through his own point of view, and he's really passionate about him, I think, because he really managed to pass us this passion. And obviously I think it helped a lot to enjoy the visit, to appreciate the works, to understand the changes and variations among the styles that Casorati put throughout his works. I think it's really useful to complement the museum visits to the practical side of the academy, because obviously it's super interesting to draw, to paint, and spend days doing that at school, but at the same time, like, makes you wonder what other people did before you and how what you're doing inserts itself in whatever else is doing, and how you can get inspired, mostly how you can get inspired by other artists of the past and of the present too. But I really appreciate artists of the past mostly, and it stimulates you to go around even more, to visit even more museums. And the nice thing is that with this academy we have a ticket to access a lot of museums in Milan and in Lombardy region. So for example, I would love to go back to Pinacoteca di Brera, where I've been I think last year, but I would love to go back there and to re-watch all the works that are there with new eyes that obviously I have after this year that I got more interested into art. And also another place where I really want to go is Pinacoteca Ambrosiana, where I've never been instead, and where there is Canestra di Frutta by Caravaggio, or the preparatory cartoon board, I think that's how it's called in English, by Raffaello for Scuola di Atene, for Athens School, and some works by Leonardo da Vinci, mostly his studies. That's it, I'll keep you updated.
I extremely loved my first week at the academy. I really came back every day super inspired. I wanted to read more, I wanted to practice more, and my brain was always active and willing to do more. I love that feeling, so I feel that I'm really gonna enjoy these months. What did you think about the video? Let me know if you're also going through an artistic journey, and let's talk about this in the comments. I'm really curious about getting to know more people who do this and share experience, doubts, and questions. So please comment, subscribe to my channel, and see you next week.